Okay, so what we're going to go through today is we're going to choose two items from our Seller Central inventory, and we're going to create a shipment for them, and we're going to get that shipment created within Seller Central, and then on the way, should we say, to allowing us to create that into the boxes and then shipped out to Amazon. So this is something that is a really fundamental part of the Amazon arbitrage process. You've found your suppliers, you've found your products, you've sourced them, you've got them listed on the Amazon marketplace, but your stock is not yet in Amazon's warehouses. So today we're going to go from having a listing with nothing on it to actually creating a shipment and getting those products from your house or from your prep center into a box and then obviously shipped off into Amazon's warehouses. So before I begin, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Thomas Parkinson and I run the UK-based Amazon arbitrage lead service, FastTrackFBA, where we source deals 7 days a week, and we show you all the deals that we have available, and you get to pick and choose the ones that work for your business, allowing you to grow faster and more quickly. And I also as well have been selling on Amazon for 3 years, and I've been doing 6 figures every single year, and I like to share some top tips and tricks that I've learned throughout my journey. Right, let's start on actually how to create a shipment for Amazon on Amazon Seller Central. So here we are in, should we say, this is a dummy account that we use. It's a Seller Central account we've got. We don't actually make any sales through it, but we use it for training purposes. Now in here, what we've got is 2 products that we're quite interested in. We've got this water pick product, and then also we've got a Russell Hobbs kettle. Now what we want to do is we want to get these 2 products. We want to make sure that they're set up to be fulfilled by Amazon. This is where Amazon is doing the final part of the dispatch, the fulfillment, which is from when someone buys this product, it's on Amazon's warehouse, and they're going to sell that or ship it to the customer. So for us, what we need to do is take the products from our house or from our prep center and ship it into Amazon. Now it isn't as simple as literally putting in a box and a name on it and saying Amazon, this is from Thomas. We need to be a little bit more sophisticated than that. We need to let Amazon know, number one, what's coming in, what's in each box and how many boxes we're doing, and then we can create those boxes and ship them out to Amazon to have that done. So let's go through this now and really just go through this nice and slowly. So first of all, when you come into your Seller Central account, what you want to do is just go into Manage Inventory. So up here, we've got Inventory and then Manage Inventory. And what you're going to see is obviously a list of all your stock. So what you're looking to do first of all is find the stock that you are interested in or the ones that you want to ship. So for today, we're just going to be choosing 2 items to make it really simple. But you can tick as many as you want. And hey, if you've already got stock in, let's say for example in here, this product, if I've already got 3 in stock in Amazon's warehouses and I want to add more, don't worry, you don't need to create another listing. You literally just select that same listing and you can keep sending in more stock on top, so that's fine. So right here we've got this water pick and I want to select that one, and then below the Russell Hobbs Adventure Brushed Stainless Steel Electric Kettle, so that one. Now like I said, at the moment they've both got 0, but what they could do is they could have stock in already. This process doesn't matter, they're the same. So, and we're doing everything all for FBA, so this is whereby Amazon do that shipment. So what we're looking to do now is just go up to here and we want to make sure that they are FBA, so fulfilled by Amazon. So we're just going to click Convert by Amazon, and you have selected 2 listings to convert to fulfilled by Amazon. Do you wish to continue? Yes. And the reason why I like to do that is you don't need to do it every single time if you've done it in the past, but as we're starting out the first time, I just want to make sure that when we say we're going to ship something in, we are actually shipping it in. We're not accidentally going through the merchant fulfill process. Now, like I said before, this account is brand new, so we're probably going to see some screens that you won't see all the time, or maybe you've already gone through. So here you've got the options to do Set Amazon Label Preference. Now this is where basically on each product you're going to have a barcode normally. Now you can either use that barcode or you can use a special sticker for Amazon barcode, and it's called commingling or manufacturer's barcode, or should we say your own Amazon barcodes. Now what happens is basically you get the option, if you're going to use the manufacturer barcode, Amazon will literally scan your product, put it on the shelf. But now it might be that when your order gets fulfilled, they might pick up a different product and which is not exactly the product you had, but exactly, it'd be like another Lego product or another kettle, but it might not be the exact product you shipped in. It could be someone else's. For me and my business, I want to make sure that the products that are being shipped to my customers are exactly the ones that I ship in, because if there's any counterfeit claims, any problems, then I know for 100% that if Amazon's done their job right, i.e. they've picked up my product exactly, then they're going to get the right product. But if I ship in a kettle and it's perfect, and then someone else ships in the same kettle and it's not perfect, maybe it's a little bit damaged, then there could be a problem that Amazon potentially picks up the other person's kettle, thinking, they're the same kettles, they got the same barcodes, everything, and then ships that kettle to the customer. That's going to potentially affect my seller ratings. So for me, putting a simple sticker over a barcode to allow me to ship my own products in, that's going to be super important. So here we've got two options. You've got the option to do what's known as, you can do the FBA label service, you can accept it, i.e. they're going to label, you can opt out, or you can label where they're going to, do stickerless, or you can do decline the label service. So for me, what I said before, and if I just double check this here, is to say an item must be labelled or affixed to each unit which you do not use stickerless or commingled. So like I said before, I'm not really interested in doing commingling or stickerless. I want to make sure I've got a sticker on everything. So that means all my products will have stickers on. So it's saying here, if you decline this service, you will be responsible for applying the labels yourself. You can still use stickerless commingled inventory. So what they're asking is saying, do I want Amazon to put the stickers on for me? Now, interesting enough, Amazon are pretty cheap. They do work really well, and if you're doing massive volume, it works. But generally speaking, I'm going to decline the service because I want to put the stickers on myself. I want to make sure everything's right. And if you're doing something like a prep service, they'll do the stickers for you. So this time, I'm going to say decline the labeling service. Let me just scroll down and click Review Selection. Okay, so I've declined the label service, that's fine. And then also as well, I will be required to apply the labels myself. That's fine, that's what I'm expecting to do. I want to put the stickers on myself because I want to make sure they are right. So let's go confirm. So now we've got here, convert to fulfilled by Amazon. We've got the two products we've got. And it just says here the two products we've selected. We've got our SKU and we've got the name of the product, and it says currently fulfilled by. So you can see that if I hadn't done this and tried to change the inventory, what's going to happen is that this first one is Amazon, no conversion required. The one below it is merchant. So I accidentally put that one through as merchant, but just by doing this conversion to filled by Amazon stops that problem. So what I'm going to do now is just click convert only. I can do convert and send inventory, but I don't want to do that right yet. It's asking me to add any dangerous goods information. I'm just going to click on that and have a read through these, but I know that in this product there are no batteries and there's no product regulations or no issues or dangerous or hazardous goods. So I'm going to click no and then click submit. And when we're ready, I'm going to click save and continue. What we're going to see now is we just go straight back to the inventory. So again, I'm going to select the product. So what we've done now is converted, or just double check that these are actually shipped by FBA. So I'm going to select my kettle and I'm going to scroll. Oh, if I come back to here, manage inventory. Here we go. So I'm going to select my kettle and I'm going to select my water pick. And then I'm going to go action. Now let's get this shipment actually created. So we're going to do send replenish inventory. So let's click on that. It says you have selected two listings to send replenish inventory. Do you wish to continue? So this is us saying yes, we want to now ship stock in to Amazon FBA. Yes to continue. We're just waiting for this to load. So now it's going to ask me to create a shipping address. So let's say, for example, if I'm going to create a shipping address, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put in the office address that we work at. So 35 Ludgate Hill. And then this is going to be, obviously you would never want to ship your stock from London, central London, but you can do. London, and then state would be London, and then zip postcode Echo Charlie 4 Mike, 7 Juliet November. And then phone, no need to worry. So the reason why you're putting this in is to say this is where the products are going to get shipped from. So where is Amazon going to be picking up this stock from your your house or your warehouse. Doesn't matter if this is where you live or where you're trading from, doesn't matter. This is going to be where is this product going to be shipped from. So if I've got my kettle and my water toothpick in this, at home, I need to put my home address in here. So put in your address. So I'm going to say ship from this address. That's good. And then what I'm getting here is straight away we come into send in replenish inventory. So first of all, if you look at the top here, it's got this set quantity, prepare products, label products, review shipment, prepare shipment, and then summary. So what we're looking to do is to really, this is a step-by-step guide that Amazon talks you through. So first of all, it's asking you, we've got these 2 products, fantastic, right here. How many are you looking to ship in? So you can do 2 of each, but we don't want to do that. We want to put in how many you are. So I'm just going to say we've got 1 of these and 2 of the water picks. Great. And then we're going to click continue. And then it's going to say prepare the products. So if there is any prep that needs doing, let's say for example we're shipping in some glassware, maybe something which is in, maybe it could be like toothpaste where it's going to be potentially spillage. We might need to put glassware might need to be poly wrapped, or it might need to be covered in bubble wrap, or it could be like toothpaste where it needs to be bagged up so it doesn't explode. There might be things where they've got like a cap on and the liquid, so they need taping. Lots of different things might have different prep requirements, and so for you is just in this page they're going to show here what prep you're going to need to do. So here you get to choose, do you want Amazon to do the prep, and obviously they're going to charge you for that, or are you going to do the prep? So you can literally get all your products, put them in a box, send them to Amazon, and they'll prep it for you, or you can do it yourself. Now 9 times out of 10 you're going to want to do it yourself, because number 1, you're going to make sure it's done right, and then number 2, mistakes are less likely to happen. There's no reason why Amazon should make mistakes, but if you're asking them to put something on somewhere, or maybe they might bundle it in the wrong bag, and these cause customer complaints. So for you, it's about getting it right before you ship it, so that you want to make Amazon's life as easy as possible, and ultimately the customer to have a better experience. So here we've got these 2 products, and we can see under who prepares, I've got 0. There is nothing to do, no prep required. And we've got the units. So preparation costs are 0 because obviously I've charged nothing. So when we're ready, sell it. That's fine. And you can see here, no prep required, or preparation required, and then preparation may be required, none. So apply, and if I click here, seller, apply to all. Apply preparation products. So okay, prep required, all packaging prep. You can see here the different preparation required through their guide if you want to. So we'll click continue. So then labeling products. Now we've talked about this before, i.e. do you want to label the products? Now, for you, in my business, I want to label every single product. So I got labeling required. So Amazon's telling us that these products require labeling, of which is one of them. But I can go to all products, and I can select all the products to be labeled. I can even say, actually, I want Amazon to label them. So I'm going to ship them in unlabeled, and then I'm going to label them afterwards. But what I always like to do is I like to come in, and I like to just make sure that here I go to all products, and I print out the labels required. Now for you, what you're going to want to do is print these out. So obviously what I'll do is I'll drop a link down below to some of the top tools and the top things we use for our prep. But in here you're going to choose whichever one that you're going to need for your printer, and to make sure that you're getting it right. So I think the majority of the time we're using things like 44 up labels. And this is basically where you're going to put that label sheet in your printer, you're going to print out those labels, and then you're going to stick them over the barcode, and I say stick them over the barcode of the product you're about to ship in. The reason is, what you don't want Amazon to do is to miss your barcode and scan the product barcode. You want them never to be able to scan their product barcode, because your sticker is over that barcode. So for me, if we wanted to, we could click here, print labels for this, and all that's going to do is going to create a nice little PDF of these, with a nice little barcode, and I can literally print that out through my printer, take them off, and then stick them on the product. So once I've done that, I'm happy. I'm just going to come over here, and then I'm going to click continue down the bottom right. And then we've got review shipment. So here we can say, look, this product is being shipped from us and the address we put in. We've got individual products. We've got 2 merchant fulfilled SKUs. Now this is different types of products. It doesn't mean there's 2 units. It's just the range of products we're selling. We're selling 2 range, but we're actually shipping in 3 products. And you can see here it's saying create a shipment name. This is going to be the shipment name, auto created, doesn't matter. And then we've got 2 different types of products coming in, of which there are going to be 3 units. And it's telling us where it's going to go. So it's going to go BHX4, Coventry. And I can click view shipment contents if I want, but I'm not too interested because I already know what's going in. And then finally, I'm going to click down the bottom right here, approve shipment. So you click approve shipment. And then what it's going to do is just going to validate. It's going to just double check everything coming through. And then here, it's created this shipment. It's created shipment name, shipment ID, and that's really useful because that's the ID of that shipment. How many SKUs there are and how many units. And then I'm going to click work on shipment. And what we're going to do now is literally we are going to tell Amazon how many boxes we're shipping in and how many units are in each box. And this is super important because this allows when Amazon literally get a box and they scan it and they check it in, they're going to see, okay, they're going to, before they even open it up, they're going to scan that and go, we know right now there should be 2 different types of product in here, of which there'll be 3 items in total. So they'll scan it, see that, open it up and check and go, yes, that's right, scan, 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 done, tick, move on. And it's going to be nice and easy for them. So what we've got here is step number 1, review the shipment contents. So we already know what's going in. We can download the SKU list. We're not too worried, but we know that. So we've got, if I click on here, review the items, we're literally going to say that's fine. And then finally what we've got here is delivery service. Well, you can do, majority of the time, you're going to do things like just shipping them in boxes. If you're looking at pallets, other things, that's going to be something to consider. But if you're just starting out, you're going to do boxes. So you'll do small parcel delivery and Amazon partner service. Now you might think that you can get a great rate on things like Royal Mail, but trust me, UPS is going to literally be cheaper than anyone else. Amazon negotiate very, very special discounts for you shipping products from your house to Amazon. And the great advantage is what happens is UPS come to your house, they'll pick it up from your house or your prep center and then deliver it to Amazon as quick as possible, which is fantastic. Like, you just wouldn't get that. You'd have to go deliver it to someone else, even for the great rates you're getting elsewhere. So use UPS, really recommend that, and use the small parcel delivery service. That's great. So here we've got shipment packing. So it's asking us how will it be packed. And so we're going to say, look, everything in one box, maybe 1 SKU per box, more than 1 box, or more than 1 SKU per box. So what you might say is, if you wanted to, you could do more than 1 SKU per box, and straight away it's going to ask you, you can use a web form or upload, and then we're going to say, okay, look, so how many, we might want to use a web form. I can't use a web form in this one. For you, you can click skip box information, but I'd never advise that. And the reason why I'd never advise clicking skip box information is the fact that if something goes wrong on check-in, i.e. you've shipped in 2 boxes and they only get 1, or maybe it's not right, they might come back to you and say, hey, you never really told us and there wasn't right. So what I'd really recommend for you to do is always make sure you're putting in the correct boxes and what's going on. So for us here, we're going to put in maybe everything in 1 box. So here we go, we've got this product and this product, we've got 2 of them being shipped in through this, and we've got 2 options to put in. And what we're interested in now is the box weight and the box dimensions. So you're going to get these products, put them into a box, maybe bubble wrap them if they need to, maybe put in some extra filling to make sure it's nice and full. But the super important thing is put in your box dimensions and put in your box weight. And I cannot stress enough, don't estimate, don't guess, actually weigh the box with the products in them. And the reason is when you ship products in, if something is checked in wrong, let's say for example this item goes in and they check in 1 kettle and only 1 water pick, then after 30 days I get to say, hey Amazon, I think there's a problem with how you've reconciled this shipment. I'm going to ask you to investigate. And what they're going to do straight away is they'll look at the box weights. And if the box weight says that when that got shipped in and what you said is correct to what was going on, i.e. it adds up, and they check that when it comes into Amazon's warehouses because everything gets weighed, then they're going to say, okay, yep, we accept that there should have been 2 water picks and 1 kettle in there, the weights add up and that works, but we only checked in 1, so something was in there and we haven't checked it in, they'll refund you for that product. But if you literally put the box weight as 1, regardless of their check-in, they just go, no, sorry, the weights don't add up, you don't get anything back. So always give them the correct information, box weights and box dimensions. So for you, we might say, and if for example, I haven't actually created this, but if this was 10 kilograms and the box weights are going to be 20 centimeters, 20 centimeters, and 20 centimeters. So we've created that now. And then when we're ready, we click confirm. The box, it says that's been created. And then here we go, we've got carrier, number of boxes 1, shipment weight 10, and then we do calculate, and it's going to say I'm going to ship one box 20 by 20 by 20, which is 10 kilograms, which is pretty expensive. But they're going to come to my house, pick this box up for £4.36. Now if I had 2 boxes, that would probably cost me like £6-7. And that's fantastic to get this product from Amazon's warehouses into, or my house, my prep center, into Amazon's warehouses. And when you're ready, click I agree, accept charges. And then finally what we're looking to do is to print off the box label. So right here, Amazon generates a box label. Now this is a label that we are literally just going to stick on the box, and my advice is I print out them. I stick one on the top and one on the side, because this just makes sure that it's always available, always to see. And what's going to happen here is that Amazon is able to, or when it gets checked in, Amazon first of all scan the big barcode and say what's coming in, and then they can scan the little barcode and see what's going on the inside. So it just makes their life so much easier. So for you is now when you're ready, you're just going to come in and go complete shipment. And for us, this item has got a tracking reference number. It's already been logged. It's got a shipment here, so carrier shipped. And then finally, it's got the weight and the dimensions. And then the final thing we want to do now is we actually want to make sure all these are in the boxes, sealed up. We've got the stickers on all the products and every single box, and obviously we're making sure that the right label, i.e. if there's more than one box, there'll be multiple labels here. The right label is on the right box, obviously because it correlates to what's in the box. So that's on each of the boxes, nicely taped up, very ready to go. And then finally we're going to take this tracking reference number and we're going to go to the UPS website. You might need to create a UPS account, and we're literally going to arrange a collection. Don't need to pay anything, it's all been prepaid for in the Amazon, but we're just going to use that tracking reference number and put that into the UPS website and ask for them to come collect it from our house or from our prep center, and then that's going to get picked up from our house and that's going to get shipped off to Amazon, which is fantastic. Hopefully you found this interesting, and hopefully you found this useful. There's a lot to kind of go through, and even just about packing, I could be here for hours talking through different packing techniques. But this is simply the process of getting your products from, should say, you purchase them from your supplier, putting them onto a listing on Amazon, and then once they're on that listing, getting the products checked in, getting the products created into a box and then shipped out to Amazon, and how you go through that process. And this is just a real walkthrough of how you actually do that. And then obviously what we now go through is in the next section is talking about how you actually do pricing, repricing, looking at sales information. That's going to be super important to help growing your business. But hopefully you found this useful, and if you have, give me a thumbs up. I really love the thumbs up. It just lets me know that this is the kind of content that's going to be helpful for you. Also, drop some questions down below. Maybe something I didn't go through quick enough, or slow enough, or maybe there's something that I missed out and you want to ask some more questions about. Drop it down below. And then finally, if you like this kind of content and you want to see it more often, and you want to see it at the moment it comes out, be sure to click the subscribe button if you're watching on the YouTube replay, because that is going to alert you the moment I release new videos, and hopefully that's going to help you grow your Amazon business and get faster. But from me, Thomas Parkinson at FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.